Hello, it is me, Coco, and do I have some tea for you? The journey to Berlin has been full of ups and downs. It is like a roller coaster. Every day we have no idea which way we are going to twist and turn. Last week I told you that I had to pass a German language test in order to apply for my spouse visa, but the plot thickens. It is so thick now, in fact, that it's like Jell-O, where it's like almost like a solid thing. Like it's not even liquid anymore, like a plot is supposed to be. After doing a little bit of research on ticket prices and all that, Ryan just woke up and was like, today's the day, we're gonna get the tickets, let's do this, we're making it happen. So we're searching for tickets, and it just looked like it was gonna be really, really expensive with the ticket prices and then plus the baggage, because we were looking on budget airlines because we are on our way up. We're not quite there yet. It was looking like it was gonna be pretty expensive, especially adding baggage, and I was like, I don't know how many bags I can even pack. Like, will I even be able to take on a carry-on? Will it just be a personal item and then having to pay almost $300 for one bag? And then the other thing that really sucked was that the flights that we were looking at were 4-leg trips. They were from Virginia Beach to Washington, D.C. to Europe and then down to Morocco. It's 4 legs. So it was a lot. I mean, we're going to pay to offset the carbon footprint anyway for this flight, but a lot of the carbon that's emitted in a flight is during takeoff. So if we're going to be going a far away, which we are, reducing the number of flights that we take during the journey will severely decrease our carbon footprint for that trip. So that was really important to us. Furthermore, obviously, it's a much better idea to be on 2 planes instead of 4, because we don't know who else is on that plane. We don't know if they're sick. I mean, it's a calculated risk, right? Like, I've been running through this constantly. Like, is it gonna even be safe to travel? But in order to get onto a plane these days, you have to have a negative COVID test result taken from, like, not a rapid test result, the one that's more accurate, you know? So this was a big headache, and it looked like it was gonna cost us a lot of money. And then we realized all of these flights, not only do they go through Europe, but they also included a lot of self-transfers. Well, guess what? We don't have visas to go into Europe, otherwise we would go straight there. And it turns out we couldn't take self-transferred trips. We're never gonna get past customs without a visa. We were about to give up. I was about to just be like, all right, you know, we can just go somewhere else. We can wait somewhere in the US while, you know, we figure stuff out. But I mean, that plan, it was just like nothing was lining up. I have to go to another country to take this German test to begin with. Then Ryan's like, let me try one more thing. He goes onto this site that other sites use to calculate flight routes and found out that there was a way better flight with Delta, which, you know, I don't think is a budget airline, and I think they're doing a good job. It ended up being just the best thing ever because there were only 2 flights and we could take a personal item, a cabin bag, and not 1, but 2 checked bags. So I was like, oh, thank God. I mean, one of the things that's been stressing me out the most is like, oh my gosh, what am I gonna do with all my stuff? And what if I get there and I don't have the things that I want? I was traveling a lot like 1.5 years ago, 2 years ago, and I got pretty tired of wearing the same things all the time, and then just like not having the things that I wanted or needed or whatever. So it's good that I'm gonna be able to take the extra baggage, and it was just like, woohoo! We did it, we got our ticket, this trip is happening, we booked it. And then later on, Ryan booked his appointment with the German embassy so that he can apply for his visa. That's gonna happen next week. Like, everything is great. And then I realized, what do you need to travel internationally? What do you need to apply for a visa? Can you travel internationally if you submit your passport for a visa and you haven't gotten it back yet? Every answer that we get, we have 2 other questions, you know, we have 2 more questions to ask. So it's just been crazy. I tried calling the German embassy, no answer. And then we wrote to them and they said that we submit it and then we take it with us. But I'm also on this Americans in Germany Facebook group, and people are saying, multiple people have told me that they give over their passport and then they get it within, it could be weeks or months. Ryan certainly can't travel without his passport, so. Will I go to Morocco by myself? To go take the test by myself? We don't know. And then get this, we're getting so many mixed messages about if we can even enter the border, because sometimes people are saying, like official people are telling us that US citizens don't need a visa in order to enter Germany. However, the coronavirus restrictions right now really clearly say that you have to have a really good reason to enter. Like you need to have a really good reason to have to be there in person. And even if you have a good reason and a visa, you might still get turned away at the border. So what exactly are we supposed to do with that information, you know? And then meanwhile, when I'm asking questions on these groups, I'm really getting answers on both sides. Like, no, you're not gonna be able to get in. People are telling me, yes, they have already gotten in or they're planning on getting in, and it's just like, oh my gosh. So then it's just like, should we then just fly to Berlin and just try to get in? Because we have all of our visa documents ready. I mean, except for my test. I have to take my test, so. I could take the test within the 3 months that my travel visa would allow. So, you know, it's just complicated. Wish me luck. That's my update for this week. I mean, it's just like up and down and all around, and we'll see what happens. So stay tuned on this channel. Subscribe if you want to keep getting updates on this saga. Got any advice? Let me know in the comment section below, and like this video to give me a little bit of encouragement with this journey. Thank you for watching this video, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.